So in this video, I want to talk about how a student will find themselves in each of the levels of the rubric that I introduced in the previous video. So the lowest level of the rather is called not yet. That represents the philosophy that a student will always have future opportunities unless the class is ended, right? But until the class is over, you can have opportunities to either resubmit work to demonstrate mastery or take additional assignments or alternative assignments or another assignment that demonstrates mastery of the skill. And as long as you do well on that, you can go up the ladder, even if at first you demonstrated that you weren't there yet. But this is where the students that did not do any evidence, didn't do any assignment that demonstrates that skill or content, or that they did it but they were well below where they needed to be at grade level. Those students usually get F's in the class and have to retake it because they didn't demonstrate mastery. If they do that across different skills, the next level is the beginning level. Here, students can demonstrate some mastery, but only when they get help. Now, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to get feedback and correct the assignment. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you're actually doing the assessment, you have to have help in order to demonstrate the mastery. Without help, you wouldn't be able to do so. So it's better to ask for help than not, because then you get a 1 instead of a 0 if you don't know what you're doing. But at least this represents that I don't know that you can do it on your own. So not yet would be not being able to ride a bicycle at all. Beginning would be I can do it with training wheels. That's not really riding the bicycle, so you can't pass yet. So students that are doing here will typically get F's or D's depending on how they do across the skills. The next level is approaching. Here the student can actually demonstrate some mastery without help, but they make mistakes that put them slightly below grade levels. Not a lot of mistakes, but a few mistakes. So these students will earn C's and D's because they're really close to demonstrating mastery of the skills. It all depends on how they do across different skills. The next level, transitioning, is where students actually demonstrate mastery. I can actually ride the bicycle on my own without stumbling, right? Which would be the approaching level. This means the student shows the skill they want to show. They did well in the assignment. In the portfolio category, they might get 100%. They did good. But on the skill category, which actually counts for their grade, they still are at a 3, which is equivalent to a C or a B, depending on how they do across the skills, because they've only done so once. It's kind of like seeing them riding the bicycle and do it, but not for long enough that I know they are good at it, that they can consistently do it, which is what puts you on the next level of proficient. If you can do it over and over again across multiple different assignments, and every time I give it to you, you continue to be there, I know and I trust that you know the skill. I give it to you at a consistent level. You earned it, right? You can consistently and independently show mastery, and these students tend to earn A's and B's depending on how they do across the skills. Being proficient means that if I give you another opportunity, you're still there. That means you need at least 2, though, because I can't show consistency without 2 examples of mastery. So if you only do well once, the best you can do is a C. That's why you shouldn't leave assignments for the last minute or leave everything to the end of the semester to try to demonstrate the skills, because you might run out of time to do that. Which is why I always encourage students to resubmit assignments that they don't do well on, to actually get some evidence towards mastery every single chance they get. But they also can try to do future opportunities. Just don't leave it to the end. The next category is exceptional. Here, students not only are doing this consistently and independently, but in a variety of contexts. So I can ride the bicycle well, which would be proficiency always, but even in different places, in the grass, in the thing. So in the classroom, this would be different topics, different types of assignments. One is an application. One is a project that just showcases to somebody else. One is about cells. One is about ecosystems. So you did the skill in a variety of contexts. That is how you get the exceptional level. Lastly, the advanced level is reserved for students seeking honors credit or extra credit. And here you have to perform above the expectations of the grade level by seeking and asking how to do so, or seeking parts of the rubric that go beyond what is expected of your grade level. On the next videos, I'll talk about how this actually works to determine the student's grades.